This is an Exmark Pioneer. It's the 54-inch cut. Before I got this, I had a riding mower that was like a 48-inch cut, and it took me about 10 hours to do about 6 acres. This I can do it in about 2.5. I paid like $6,500 for it. It holds about, I think, like 5 or 6 gallons of gas. I don't know all the specs on it or whatever. You guys could look that up on their website or whatever. There's other videos on this too, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video to show you how quick it actually will cut versus a riding mower. I got rid of my riding mower, but I'll show you how fast this cuts. That's a quick shot of it. What I'm going to do is I measured out my backyard, and what I'm going to do is time it with a stopwatch to show you how quickly it can cut. So here's the back of my house right here. If you look over there, those brown weeds straight ahead right there. From where I'm standing, which is right here, I'm going to cut all this over to those brown weeds behind the deck there. And I'm going to time it. I measured it out with a tape measure. It's 125 feet by 86. So I'm going to video it. I'll probably cut out some of it because it'll be boring watching me cut the whole thing. But I'll cut some of it, and then I'll stop the recording, and then I'll restart it towards the end, and we'll time it. So it's about 86 by 120. The grass is pretty tall. I've let it get a lot taller than I normally do. Here's my hand down in the grass. You can see how tall it is. But all right, well, stay tuned, and I'll show you how fast this cuts. Okay, I'm getting ready to start mowing. Mower's running. I got the stopwatch. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and start it and see how long it takes to cut a 120 by 86 foot piece. It's almost flat. There's a little tiny bit of a hill, but it's mostly flat. Here we go. Stopwatch is started. Alright, the official time See if you can see this. Let me get it in the shade maybe. 9 minutes, 19 seconds. So 9 minutes and 19 seconds. I cut 120 by 86. What's this back here? It could have been a little bit shorter than that, but it took me a second to get over to the camera. So, for those of you that are thinking about getting a mower, you can highly justify the expense of one of these. The way that it was sold to me was it'll last twice as long because the motor only runs half as much. If I had a riding mower, I'd probably have 125 hours on it this year. I only have 54 so far, and that's cutting about 5 to 7 acres. It changes a little bit here and there. I don't cut everything every single time, but highly recommended. It was taking me 10 to 11 hours. Now it's taking me 2.5. I can actually cut it all in at once. I was cutting a little bit every day. Highly recommend it. It's well worth it. I guess it all depends on how valuable your time is to you. You can spend it on a mower or you can spend it doing other things. Well, thanks a lot. Like and subscribe.